First things first, let's define what bankruptcy is. Bankruptcy is an insolvency option for people with debt that can't afford to repay in a reasonable time. You can apply for bankruptcy yourself. After 1 year, most people get discharged and are free from most debt. The initial fee to apply for bankruptcy is £680, and there are additional fees paid out of any assets you have. So even having no assets doesn't stop you from becoming bankrupt. Going bankrupt will clear most debts, like credit card debts and loan arrears, but you may still have to repay court fines, child maintenance debt, student finance loans, and social loan debt. You may also have to continue paying some existing creditors from your wages up to 3 years through an income payment order. Your bank accounts will be frozen during the bankruptcy process, and the financial institution will decide whether to close or leave them open. Finally, it's important to get the help of a debt expert to find out all of your options and see what is right for you. There are various organizations and charities that can help you find the assistance you need. Step Change is a charity that gives help and advice, as is the National Debt Line.